Hey you guys, hello. It is Sunday, 7:37. I just got back from doing our live show in Irvine, and I have to tell you something, which is that earlier I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll tweet that when I get home, if I have enough energy, I'll go live on Ustream. And then I thought, no, if I feel like it, I'll do that. And now I'm too tired though. So, there's an earplug on my desk. Isn't that kind of disgusting? And also, I will tell you the other things that are on my desk. There's this thing with some notes on it and this boarding pass because, well, this is a fascinating story, but my flight back from New York got all messed up, and I had purchased an even more legroom seat, or EML, as they refer to them in the JetBlue biz. And then I got put in a middle seat with even less legroom, ELL, barely any legroom, BAL. It was so bad, you guys. So I had to call and ask for a little refund. Not even a little one, a big one. Well, just the regular size one, the $65 one, which is what I paid. It comes out to about $32.50 per leg. Anywho, just making some faces with my face. So, I'm just gonna let you guys behind the curtain a bit. The way it works when I do the news on the Adam Carolla show is I select news stories and then I do them on the show. And Adam does not want to know the stories ahead of time. That is a tradition that started pre-me. And that doesn't mean small baby, it means before I was there. And I forget how I even know. I just know that I think at one point he did know, and then he said he doesn't want to know ahead of time or whatever. But every now and then he'll come in and he'll say, "Do you have this?" or "You're gonna do this one right," or he'll hand me a piece of paper. And I think to myself, Adam has a color inkjet printer. That's interesting. You'd think he'd be a laser printer guy. And then I will kind of scramble to throw the story into the mix. Now, Adam, if you're watching, don't listen. Just kidding. I don't think he watches this. I want everyone to think that I'm like super nimble and like throw anything at me and I recover, which for the most part I do. If I could sing my own praises, it'd be a long song. But I will say that something that does throw me a little bit is that like right beforehand tossing something new into the mix, and not even because I have to then toss a new thing into the mix, but because I think to myself, oh gosh, how did I miss this? Adam doesn't love me anymore. So anyway, that happened tonight. He came in and he's like, "You have this in the news, right?" And I said, I didn't say anything. I just looked at him wide-eyed, like, "Oh shit," because it was like right before we went on. And then he's like, I don't mean to be a dick, but I think it's kind of a big story. And I thought, well, Google News would disagree with you, mon frere. I got sassy and French. I would like to go back in time and not have said that. Not like back in time in reality and not have said that, because I didn't say that in reality, but in this vlog, because I didn't say that. But I thought, how did I miss this story? Oh, I know. It's a sports story. And I don't get sports. But not just that. It's not, it's not important, because I was talking with a producer about it, and he also had seen the story but thought that it wasn't necessarily worth doing because it's a longer story involving sports. Anyway, so I felt a little rattled by that, and I feel like was this trending on Twitter? Or how was this not in Google News when I looked? And I think it's because it's been a long weekend, or just a regular weekend. No, I know. You know what it is? Okay, here's the deal. In an alternate universe, I would have had Thursday and Friday off, because Adam was doing a show in San Manuel Casino Thursday, and then Friday we always have off. But on Thursday, Brian and I hosted the show, sans Adam. I'm French again. How pretentious have I become? or was I always? And then Friday did the parent experiment. So I've just I've been doing some extra work, but I enjoyed it, and I think both those shows were awesome. So I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just saying. And then plus I've just been doing a lot of driving. What was my point? Oh, I was trying to let myself off the hook for not having noticed this story. I'm just going to go ahead and let myself off the hook anyway. In other news, I tweeted about this. The apartment hunt is draining. I found a place I liked. Well, I found a place that would... Okay, I like the location. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, which is much more than I need. It's double what I need, really, but I mean, it'd be awesome. And it has a wet bar. But it does look like an old person probably used to live there because it's got that old person feeling to it. And the price is high, but then the woman said that she could come down quite a bit. And then she's like, oh, and there's no rush. Just think about it. Which is weird, because usually they try to pressure you. So then I got home and I did a Google search of the address. First thing that came up, registered sex offender upstairs. But he likes 14 and under, so what's the big deal? But also, I said to her, because it's a lower unit, and I said to her, are any upper units available? And she's like, well, there's a guy upstairs who yells obscenities out the window, and you can hear that from upstairs. We're trying to evict him, but it's hard to evict the mentally ill. So what are the chances there's a registered sex offender and someone who yells obscenities out the window? I bet it's the same guy, right? But they had a picture of him online, and he's scary looking. So I feel like that is a sign that I should just keep on looking. I found another place that I liked, and when I walked in, I think I gasped. Because it's so cute. It's like living in Snow White's enchanted cottage. It's the most enchanted cottage place I've ever seen. Wall sconces, adorableness everywhere, exposed beams, hardwood floors. It's the cutest thing ever. It's a little overpriced. But it doesn't have a dishwasher, which is something that I would like. And it doesn't have as much storage space as I would like. And I feel like I'd be this is what I said to my friend. I said I'd be sacrificing comfort for wall sconces. But fuck, it's cute. How much is that worth, And then I should say, because I revealed this on the show, that I am dating someone. It's relatively new. And Boinkity left a comment that he feels like I'm keeping stuff from my fans because I hadn't told you guys first. And so I'm sorry that I hadn't. I don't know why. I do. There's a few things. There's many a thing going on in my head. Part of it is that I've identified myself as single for so long that it's weird to even think of myself as something else. Now, granted, I still am single in that I'm not married, obviously. But I think because my last relationship ages ago was so complicated and confusing to me, and after he and I broke up, I felt like, what the fuck just happened? And it took me a few years to get through feeling that way. And then I was like, I'm just going to focus on other things because relationships are daunting and confusing, and they take you away from the things that you want to do. The main thing you want to do being feel human and not confused and not bleh. That it is. So there's a couple things. One is that I think it took me a little while internally to adjust. And I held off on using the boyfriend-girlfriend terms for quite a while because I was like, once this becomes something official in my head, then it becomes something that I'm afraid I can lose. And it becomes something I feel like I have to maintain, if that makes sense. That, thankfully, hasn't happened, but I'm not feeling that way. I'm feeling nervous in that regard. But, so that's one thing. But I think also it's just been easy. I'm so used to talking to you guys and just being someone who's on the outside of dating looking in. as opposed to now, which is, just being a total slut. And then also, well, he is not someone who is a camera whore like I am. And so it's one thing for me to talk about, it's one thing for me to be very open about my personal life with you guys when that personal life does not involve another person, or when I'm talking about something that happened in the past. Whereas now I don't want to, well, it just makes it dicier. But I mean, he's totally fine with this, but do you get what I'm saying? Do you guys? But here's something that's going to make it so that you won't want to, oh no, I'm already over the time. Oh, that was such a tease. What I was going to tell you was a story, and then at the end of the story that's so potentially mortifying and disgusting that I was going to say, so for all we know, I'll be single and back on the market again soon. But now I can't tell it because I'm running out of time. I suck. Okay, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Love you.